Hi everybody, welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. So in this video,
Okay, what would you say makes you a real one?
Man, I'm from the streets. I work out daily, and I just keep it real, man. That's
I can
about
tell
it.
you work out daily. I can't tell you from the streets, but I can tell you work out daily. What would you say you're looking for in a real one?
This right here, man. Snow bunnies.
Oh, you like the white women.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, that's why you're here, and I'm happy to have you here. Now, what's something you wouldn't tolerate in a relationship?
I don't date black women.
Well, okay, that doesn't have anything to do with a deal breaker. So can you focus on qualities, not color, but qualities you don't like?
Okay. Well, I don't like a loud woman.
Okay.
White women are quiet. Black women are loud.
Once again, I don't need you to mention or disrespect black women. There's loud women in every culture. So can you move forward without mentioning race or ethnicity or
Yes,
without color?
I like nice hair. Well, I could rub my fingers through it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
White women, hair silky. Black women, nappy wigs falling all off at the club. You know what I mean? Dry.
You're being disrespectful. Okay, that's enough. I'm gonna ask you to leave if you can't be respectful.
Well,
so okay.
Partner, have a good one.
Okay.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
If you can't,
I keep it real. All right.
Okay. It doesn't matter. That's not real. That's rude, and there is a difference. Okay.
yeah. Honestly, this is the same show that that man who had nine children by nine different women or something like that, who wanted a woman who works and had her own place so he could stay there with them and so on and so forth. So to be honest, I don't know if it's a serious pop the balloon show or if it's a satire one. I don't know. But then I see the ladies there dressed up and so on and so forth. So I'm a bit confused about this whole situation. I don't know what's going on. Okay. But I'm so glad that he corrected him and then he told him to leave the show because he is not going to be there allowing him to disrespect black women, which I really, 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 really appreciate. Okay. But to be honest, I don't know. And this is just from my own observation. Okay. Now, if you go on a dating show, right, and someone pops out like that, looking like that, right, you dressed up, you did whatever. I mean, everybody has their own taste and preferences. But for me personally, the moment he walked out, I was going to pop the balloon. Okay, because I didn't go and dress up, put on my makeup, perfume and everything, do my hair, come and stand there for you to pop out like that. I'll pop my balloon. And then they asked him about, what, something about him. And it's like, he's real and he goes to the gym or he does something like that. I'm like, what? And why is nobody popping? Why is nobody popping their balloon? And then he goes on to continue spewing all this garbage about black women not having silky hair, black women being too loud, black women this and oh my God. Can you say something you like about the women who are standing there, who you prefer? You know, the show has a title at the back. It says what? Snow Bunny Edition. You know, so you are into snow bunnies. They're asking you why you like snow bunnies, and black women don't do this, and black women don't do that, and black women this, and black women that. Even he was correcting and telling you, please leave it. I'm asking you about this. Why are you talking about that? Tell me what you like about blue. No, but pink is like this and pink is like that. So you still like pink. Like, it's crazy. And it needs to stop and be, I don't know. I can't take it seriously. But anyway, let's get into what people have to say.
Okay. Well, I don't like a loud woman.
Okay.
White women are quiet.
You're being disrespectful. Okay, that's enough. I'm gonna ask you to leave if you can't be respectful.
Well,
so okay.
Partner.
And that's how you stand on business. Thank you, Poindexter. Thank you. Go watch that bullshit.
White women, hair silky. Black women, nappy wigs falling all off at the.
Well done to the host for beating him off. But honestly, when I hear black men like that make those comments about black women's hair, I just think to myself, well, that's fantastic. That is one less idiot that we as the black community don't have to worry about. Do you know what I mean? But honestly, can you imagine somebody just reducing their fancy or their preference to you just because of your silky hair? The self-hate, honestly, from some people is really a fascinating thing, honestly. And he really thought that he was saying something so profound. That's what cracks me up, is they always think they're making such a profound statement, like, oh, I'm just keeping it real, do you know what I mean? That's why I'm just keeping it real.
Something you wouldn't tolerate in a relationship.
I don't date black women.
So you're on the Snow Bunny edition of an offshoot of Pop the Balloon. And he asks you what things basically you're not going for in your relationship. And the first words out your mouth is, I don't like black women. I don't date black women. Why are we in your mouth so much then? You don't like us. You don't want us. Why are we in your mouth? Why do we roll off your lips so easily if you hate us so much? They're just my curiosity. He didn't ask you about color. He didn't ask you about what type of women won't you date. He said, what are deal breakers for a relationship? Color me confused. Beautifully black but confused. Why are we in your mouth, sir? And white women did start popping their balloons. Yep, they sure did. They sure did. I think I caught about 2 or 3 that popped their balloons. But yeah, why are we in your mouth if you hate us so much, sir? Do you hate us or do you hate you? That's the question. Why are we in your mouth? We need not be in your mouth. We need not be on your mind. If you don't like us, why are you thinking about us? I'm just curious. I'm curious. But this is what we deal with. Unwarranted hate. For what? There's no reason. If you got mama issues, just say so. If you hate your mother, just say so. But don't put that on the rest of us, bitch.
Okay, so I like a woman that's submissive, right?
Okay.
White women.
Hi, ladies. Oh my gosh. Go back, watch this video. I think he's saying something that he doesn't realize he's saying, okay? Black women don't listen to me. And he's absolutely right. We have moved beyond men like this. So far beyond that they cannot even talk to us anymore. So when he talks about they won't listen, he's trying to run that game, run that rap, do that thing to try and get women to do what he wants. And black women refuse to listen. We just refuse. What has happened is we have moved past this man and his kind of, Cro-Magnon thinking. He thinks he's a caveman and you need to do what I say and I'm in control and that's how it's going to be. And when women who look like us look at him, we go, oh, no. We're not listening to this. All right. We have moved beyond his sphere of influence and he's angry. That's what's happened. And so he comes on this show, and I don't like y'all. And it's like, good, because we're not listening to you no way. And see, that's what he doesn't understand. We have moved on. We've moved past him. We've already said, no, we don't want this. This is not even good for us. Not mentally, not in any way, shape, or form. And so when he talks, that rap that used to work doesn't work on us. Now, it'll work on other cultures because they're not familiar with it. But if you're brought up with it, if it's been a part of something that you've seen, your friends have gone through, women in your community, as soon as he starts talking, you go, oh, yeah, no, I'm not buying this BS. All right. And so that's why he's saying they don't listen, because they don't listen to him. So, he thinks he's got game, but right now his game doesn't work on us. It just doesn't. And it probably never will again, especially if you are, really paying attention to what's going on. We've heard this before. This is not new. This is a part of the culture for many, many years. And so when we hear it, we go, no, we're not listening to that. And so he's absolutely right. Black women don't listen to him. All right. And so he's got to go to other cultures. And we are saying, oh, thank God he's moved past us. And, we know his game. We understand what's happening. And so you go, sir, wherever you can get some, because, the women in your community are like, no, thank you. We're going to take a pass on this, a hard pass.
Are quiet. Black women are loud.
So when I watched that clip, it made me think of the time that I asked one of my friends, former friends, why he chose to be engaged to and marry now his current wife, who is a white woman, over someone that was a part of his own culture. And he mentioned the same thing that this man just said, that Black women are loud, white women are soft, they're gentle, they help raise a Black man up, help support him, help him behind closed doors, and took him for who he was when he had nothing. And I thought to myself, you know what, self? I bet he don't have no Black friends. I bet he don't. Because there's no way that he had Black men in his life, a part of his family, and he explained why he chose to marry this woman. He also mentioned what she had that Black women didn't, but nothing of her character, nothing of substance, nothing about why he truly loved her and wanted to build a family with her. So I need y'all, when y'all are asking people why they like you, why they are choosing to be with you, regardless of the race that you are choosing to date, please ask them that specific question. Why are you choosing this person? Because I'm trying to tell you, if they ever mention a Black woman versus a white woman, dump them, cut them loose. Because one, that's race baiting, and two, is very disrespectful. Because every single time, and I can count on my hand every single time, I have one of my brethren telling me why they chose to marry the woman they chose, and it's not someone who is a part of their own race. It's always about what they do for them compared to what a Black woman didn't do for them. It is never about their character. It is never about the type of person that they are and how they're moving together in that relationship. So pay attention to that.
Okay, well, I don't like a loud woman. Okay. White women are quiet. Black women are loud.
Once again, I don't need you to mention or disrespect Black women. There's loud women in every culture. So can you move forward without mentioning race or ethnicity?
Him repeatedly bashing Black women to this panel of all white women was a part of his dating strategy. He's looking for a white woman who also hates Black women. And by the look of some of those unpopped balloons, there were clearly some of them there. At some point, I'm like, ref, do something. We're not even on the field. I think it's a red flag whenever a man goes out of his way to bash a certain kind of woman. Kind of reminds me of the Shakespearean quote, "Thou doth protest too much." The more and more a man goes on and on about a certain kind of woman or a certain kind of person, there has to be something there. Did Black women reject you one too many times? Did the plus size women tell you were too skinny for them? Did the Instagram baddies with the hair and the nails and the lashes, did they leave you on red or talking to yourself in their DMs? Sometimes it's the result of insecurity, past trauma, mommy issues, abandonment issues, sometimes self-hate. Sometimes men go on and on bashing a certain kind of woman because they want you to feel like you're better than those women. And he thought publicly and proudly bashing women that look like his mother, his sister, his aunties, his grandma was the way he was going to get picked. Every stereotype he was clinging to, you can find in every single race. Shout out to the host for pointing that out to him. And I'm sure he knows that. But his intentions weren't to be accurate. It was to be picked.
Yeah, and the question was never about why don't you date within your race? Why don't you like Black women? Why white women and not Black women? It was not like that. The question was about qualities. In your preference. It's not to compare why you didn't like this one or the other. But it's always like that. Every 3 to 5 business days, there's going to be one guy, who is not happy about, who will come out and no matter what they say, they end up on Black women. Like, please leave us alone. Okay? We are tired. Okay? Go where you are celebrated, go where you are appreciated, go where you are loved. We are all happy for you. To be honest, we are rooting for you. But while you are at it, please remove that Black women narrative out of your vocabulary, okay? But don't compare this to that, okay? what you're looking for in a woman. Don't compare this to that, because you know what you want in a woman. Dear black men, most of the times, 99.9% of the times, most black women are happy for you, okay? Most of us don't care, okay? Most of us want you to be happy. Most of us want you to go where you're loved, where you're celebrated, where you're appreciated, as we are doing the same. Most of us want you to be happy. It's a good thing to be happy, be content, live life. If this is your preference, go for it. It's fine, okay? But what you're not going to do is do this whole triangulation thing. I know for some women, it sounds right in their ears when they are being, compared to other women or praised for whatever reason because a man wants to get with them, okay? But for the most part, a lot of women are waking up and they are realizing, and I noticed that with the women who pop their balloons, the moment he opened his mouth, they were like, pop, we are done. Okay, they get it. And I know for other women, I'm not saying that they want to be chosen or picked or anything like that. Maybe they didn't hear, maybe they wanted to hear more. Okay, they wanted to hear him more. They didn't want to just pop their balloons there and then. Okay, or maybe he's the kind of man they want. Okay, so yeah, it is what it is. But for some women, they are very strict when it comes to that. The moment you start slating another woman, for whatever reason, they are done, because they know what this is like, When things don't go so well, they'll be the next ones you're slating, and they don't want that, so they'll pop their balloons. But like I said before, I'm so happy that host told him to leave the show, because he's not going to tolerate any disrespect. He asks you questions about why you're here and what you want. You go straight to the point. You don't come there to disrespect anybody. And he claims he's being real. I don't know what real is all about, but hey, being real is not being disrespectful. And I really love how he put that. But anyway, I'm going to leave it here, and I'll see you again in another video. Take care of yourselves and one another. Bye.